Originally, I wanted to do this video about leaching into the soil due to agricultural practices. I thought this was very relevant because we live in Minnesota and there's a lot of farms. There's even one behind my house, and I go to CFIN, so there's a lot of people that have farming backgrounds or whose families are farmers or who are just studying farming at the U. And so it would just be a very good topic for people to be aware of. I wanted to talk about how leaching into the soil could be bad for the people who drink the water, or the animals who drink the water, the crops. You know, there's a lot of different things that are affected by this, and I thought it would be a really cool topic. However, I have decided to change my topic, and here's why. So this video that you just saw is actually the reason why I decided to change my topic. I was doing some grocery shopping for my mom, and I was parking. As you can see, that was a parking lot. And I just noticed that there's no snow on the ground. There's no snow, there's no ice, like, it looks like spring. And I think that's just crazy. I live in Minnesota, and I've been living here for 13 years. I've moved here when I was 6, and I'm 19 now. So I've been seeing all kinds of winters, and I can confidently say that up until the last like 3 winters, like, it's always been cold. The snow has like probably not melted until like after like the second week of April. There's always like at least 3 feet of snow on the ground in my backyard. Like, there's always snow. Like, I never have not seen white, all white in the winter, except for like this year. I can't even see how it's February. It doesn't look like February, and that's why it just dawned on me, like, global warming is real. We need to do something. This is not okay. You know, back in elementary school, we were learning about global warming. However, nobody really paid much attention to it. And now I wish we did, honestly. Because if we did, we really could have changed what I'm seeing today. I probably would have still seen snow on the ground if, you know, people started, like, companies and the government started really taking initiative and saying, hey, this is not okay. Let's find an alternative. Let's do something. And that brings me to my first point, greenhouse gases. We as humans burn so much coal and release so much carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. And that's really a big reason why we have such a warmer climate. Greenhouse gases get trapped in the atmosphere, and they act as a blanket towards the earth. The thicker the atmosphere, the thicker the blanket, the warmer the earth is. So when all these companies are burning coal for power and just not paying any mind to what it's doing to the earth, you know, this is a really big issue, and this is why we are having all these problems now. And these problems are not just Minnesota not having snow. These are many problems, you know. For example, ice melting. So the polar caps are melting, the glaciers are melting, and ice sheets are melting. Where does this water go? Like, it doesn't disappear. This water stays into the sea, and the sea levels rise. And what happens when the sea levels rise? All these coastal countries and cities that we see, that we love to go vacation in, you know, soon enough, if nothing happens, if no one takes any action, they will be submerged in water. No more California, no more Hawaii, you know, no more Puerto Rico. Like, it's just all gone. It's just all submerged in water. That's one thing. Another thing is the warming of the sea temperatures itself. Warming of the sea temperatures is, you know, it doesn't seem that bad, but it's actually really bad for coral animals, as they can't tolerate these higher sea temperatures. You know, that's another thing. Not only that, but it endangers the polar animals as well, because if the sea temperatures are rising and the ice caps are rising, the animals that live on these ice caps, polar bears, penguins, you know, they are now endangered because their homes are getting destroyed. You know, not only that, but we have stronger and longer storms, stronger hurricanes, you know, just all these different, like, things. Just everything is getting intensified, you know. You know, crops are withering, animals are losing their habitats. What else? Like, you can really see for yourself, like, how many times a week do I go on Facebook and just see, like, a new article about a new animal that's endangered or extinct? You know, like, I hate seeing that, and I hate knowing that that's just because people are just really ignoring what's going on and really just care about making money and making their companies or whatever just flourish and ignore really what's going on the home that we live. You know, what's the point of having all this money and success if you're just really destroying your home while you're doing it? It really doesn't make any sense. You know, I really hate seeing my planet die, you know, and hate is a strong word, but killing our planet is a stronger message showing our human value. If humans really value money and not life, then we failed. Then if we can't value where we live more than the money that we make, really, what's the point? Like, what have we accomplished? Do we live for these materialistic things, or should we live and try to like live in harmony with our planet and our neighbors on this planet, our animals, plants, trees? Why cause chaos when we could cause something a lot better for everybody? You know, that brings me to my next point, is prevention. We really, as individuals, need to start talking more about this issue. That's why I made this video. Everybody knows what global warming is, but nobody pays enough attention. We really need to start talking about it amongst ourselves and raising awareness to our government. We need to show Trump that it's not okay to cut this funding and that we really are frustrated. We need to make petitions, protests. We really need to take the initiative. We need to get media coverage. You know, when was the last time I turned on the TV and just saw like a program or something about like global warming, like teaching us? I haven't, you know, because it really doesn't get enough coverage or funding, you know? And on top of that, we need to like do these individual type actions. And these actions include planting more trees, you know, that way it will really clean up the air more. Changing our energy source, I think, is so important. I have seen a lot of different videos and read a lot of different things about solar panels and solar energy and how it will be really great for our planet. And I just don't understand why someone hasn't taken the initiative yet to start a solar energy company or a few and just spread them out over the world and really see what difference it makes. We get cleaner energy, consistent energy. Like, I just don't understand why people still don't want to take that initiative. Like, we have the technology, people are implementing it into their homes. Why not make it at a larger scale? Why not take the money you're making from coal and use it for solar power and make a lot more money from solar energy instead? You know, I just think that people are very stubborn and they don't want to admit that there's a problem. And I think that's just very ignorant, and it's really not beneficial to our planet. It's just hurting instead of helping. You know, if this is what I'm seeing today, then what am I going to see when I'm 30?